Filed in the House this week. Joe Biden's universal background checks, aka his National Registry of Gun Owners, has been filed. It has hundreds of co-sponsors, but you will never believe who the lead sponsor of this bill is. Guys, watch our video, hit the link, and join the fight. Hey guys, Aaron Dorr here with the Missouri Firearms Coalition. We're taking a break tonight from our normal state-level updates to give you guys some very bad and very breaking news on the fight to stop gun control in Washington, D.C. Here's what's going on. Everyone knows that Joe Biden has two primary goals when it comes to gun control right now. Number one, he wants to ban our AR-15s. And number two, and more importantly to Biden, he wants to register every gun owner in this country. And we all know why. The Biden White House or a future White House cannot confiscate firearms they know nothing about. So what they hate right now above everything else is the private transfer of firearms amongst we the people. Last year, Joe Biden had Nancy Pelosi pass H.R. 8 through the House. H.R. 8 was the bill to mandate universal background checks and create that National Gun Owner Registry. But as we all know, the bill died in the Senate. And then last November, gun voters took back the House, fired Nancy Pelosi, and got control back of that chamber. So there may have been a moment where we thought, you know what, maybe, just maybe, the days of Joe Biden ramming gun control through the House have come to an end. But guys, I got some bad news for you. In fact, that's not the case. Just last week, a massive bill was filed in Congress, which would do the exact same thing as H.R. 8 did last year. Mandates universal background checks for every firearms transfer in this country, giving Joe Biden the list of every firearm and every firearms owner in this country. But here's the bad part. This bill was not filed by congressional Democrats. The bill was filed by House Republicans. This is Brian Fitzpatrick from Pennsylvania. Brian Fitzpatrick is the lead sponsor of H.R. 715. And Brian Fitzpatrick hates gun owners and our Second Amendment so much, as you can see here, he had the endorsement of Michael Bloomberg's Every Town for Gun Safety when he ran for re-election last year in Pennsylvania. So what we've got here is the same bill that Nancy Pelosi passed a year ago, only this time it's being filed and pushed by House Republicans. But it gets a lot worse because congressional Democrats are not territorial about this. Their goal is to register gun owners, period. So as you can imagine, once a Republican filed this bill, they jumped on this bill with co-sponsorships in droves. In fact, in the first 7 days, we have 180 co-sponsors from House Democrats on this bill. And what does that mean? Well, it means very simply this. God forbid we have a school shooting somewhere in this country over the next 2 years. If it happens, however, and the media is putting pressure on Kevin McCarthy, our current Speaker of the House, who has never been an ally to gun owners, all of a sudden, Kevin McCarthy has a Republican-filed gun control bill with all kinds of bipartisan support, and he could put that bill on the floor and pass it immediately. And he could do so claiming that he has bipartisan support. This is a real problem, guys. Whatever else you do, hit the link below, or maybe it's above, and tell your congressman where you stand on H.R. 715 and tell him or her they better vote no on this bill. Now, you might think to yourself, well, so far, no Republicans have co-sponsored. That's good. And so far, it hasn't gone to a committee hearing. That's good. But that doesn't mean a whole lot. Last year, when Pelosi passed this bill, we had tremendous crossover support from Republicans at the last minute, and we were betrayed by almost a dozen of these backstabbing rhinos. Make no mistake, if there's a shooting, if this bill is moving, if the media is pushing this, we will see House Republicans cross over and betray us. And if enough of them do that, we will see this bill pass in a Republican-controlled House. It only takes 218. It only takes 218. We already have 200 plus Democrats backing similar versions of this bill. If this bill becomes viable, you will see the entire Democratic caucus get on board this bill. And that means that if only a handful of Republicans do the same thing, McCarthy has the 218 votes that he needs to pass the bill. So, guys, again, hit the link below, sign your petition. You tell your congressman, if you vote for this bill, I will make it my mission in life to ruin your career. I will hold you accountable for this vote. Guys, take a moment, hit the link. If you can, donate, help us fight back against this bill, and share this video on social media. Make sure everyone knows that House Republicans are now moving gun control in Congress.